There is a war being waged inside you. A silent, invisible battle between the person you are and the person you could be. And the greatest enemy you will ever face is yourself. Your doubts. Your fears. Your excuses. The whispers in the back of your mind that say, "You're not ready. You don't deserve it. You can't." But what if I told you that the key to true success, the kind that doesn't just fill your bank account but fulfills your soul, lies not in outworking the competition, not in outsmarting the world, but in outsmarting yourself? Because every great fortune, every empire, every legacy ever built began with one thing: a man or woman who conquered their own mind first. Think of Thomas Edison, sitting in the dark, surrounded by the ashes of 1,000 failed experiments. The world called him a fool. His own team begged him to quit. But Edison? He didn't hear them. Because he had already won the battle inside his own skull. He had already decided, "I will not stop until the light burns." Or Carnegie, the poor Scottish boy who stepped onto American soil with nothing but a fire in his gut and a refusal to accept the life he was born into. He didn't wait for opportunity. He created it by outsmarting his own limitations. You see, success isn't about luck. It's about leverage. The leverage of your mind over your circumstances. The leverage of discipline over distraction. The leverage of an unshakable belief over the doubt that tries to strangle your dreams before they breathe. Most people spend their lives fighting the wrong battles. They blame the economy. They blame their boss. They blame the system. But the real prison isn't out there, it's the one you've built inside your own head. The chains of, "I'll start tomorrow." The bars of, "I'm not good enough." The lock and key of, "What will people think?" Break them. Now. Because the moment you realize that you are both the prisoner and the jailer, that you hold the key, is the moment true power awakens within you. Let me tell you a secret the wealthy have known for centuries. The mind is the only real currency. Money comes and goes. Opportunities rise and fall. But a mind sharpened by purpose, hardened by resilience, and focused with laser precision? That is the ultimate weapon. Henry Ford didn't invent the assembly line because he was smarter than everyone else. He invented it because he thought differently. While others saw cars as luxury items, Ford saw a future where every family could own one. He didn't just build machines, he rewired his own thinking. And that's the choice you face right now. Will you let your mind rule you, or will you rule it? Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. The freedom to act when others hesitate. The freedom to persist when others quit. The freedom to wake up at dawn while the world sleeps and build while they dream. The Roman gladiators didn't train because they loved pain. They trained because they knew one truth: in the arena, there are no second chances. And neither are there in life. Every morning, you step into the Colosseum of your destiny. Will you be ready? Action without vision is noise. But vision without action is delusion. You can dream all day, but if you don't move, you're just a poet without a pen. Walt Disney didn't sketch Mickey Mouse and then wait for someone to hand him an empire. He built it. Through bankruptcies. Through rejections. Through nights when even his own brother told him to give up. But Disney knew. The only way out is through. So ask yourself now, what is your mouse? What is that one idea, that one spark, that refuses to die inside you? Feed it. Fight for it. Or watch it starve. Gratitude is not weakness. It is fuel. The fire that keeps you hungry yet humble. The compass that reminds you why you started when the road gets dark. Lincoln could have crumbled under the weight of a nation tearing itself apart. Instead, he wrote letters of thanks, to his enemies, to his allies, even to himself. Because he knew, a grateful heart is an unbreakable heart. When you learn to find gold in the dirt, nothing can stop you. The final truth? You will fall. Not once. Not twice. But as many times as it takes until you learn to fly. Rockefeller was broke at 23. Jobs was fired from his own company. Einstein was called slow by his teachers. But here's what history doesn't tell you: they didn't just get back up, they came back smarter. They adapted. They learned. They turned every failure into a sharper blade. And so must you. The clock is ticking. Not just on the wall, but in your chest, that relentless heartbeat counting down the moments you waste hesitating. Most people die at 25 but aren't buried until 80. They trade their dreams for comfort, their potential for approval, their legacy for a few extra hours of sleep. But not you. Not anymore. Because you now understand the greatest deception ever sold, that time is on your side. It's not. Time is a thief. And every morning you hit snooze, every evening you numb your mind with distractions, every hour you spend listening to the wrong voices, you are letting it steal from you. Let me ask you a question that will cut to the bone. What is the price of your surrender? Not in dollars, but in lost versions of yourself. The man you could have been. The woman you were meant to become. The life that was yours before you let doubt negotiate it away. Andrew Carnegie once said, "The first man gets the oyster, the second man gets the shell." And right now, the world is full of people fighting over scraps, because they were too afraid to reach for the feast. Here's the brutal truth: no one is coming to save you. Not a mentor. Not a lucky break. Not some divine intervention. You are the miracle. You are the force that changes everything. But only if you stop waiting for permission to act. Look at the giants of history, the ones who bent reality to their will. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They didn't beg for validation. They moved. And in that movement, they discovered a law most never learn. Action precedes clarity. You don't need all the answers. You just need to take the first step. Now, let's talk about pain. Because most run from it. They spend their lives building cushions, soft jobs, easy routines, predictable paths. But what they don't realize, the pain they avoid today becomes the prison they can't escape tomorrow. Elon Musk slept on his office floor while building Tesla. Oprah was fired from her first TV job. Socrates drank poison rather than stop speaking truth. They understood what cowards never will: pain is the price of power. So ask yourself, what are you willing to endure? What discomfort will you embrace? Because the size of your success is measured by the depth of your sacrifice. And here's where most fail. They confuse motion for progress, busyness for purpose, noise for achievement. But real success? It's silent. It's the pre-dawn hours when no one's watching. It's the pages written, the skills mastered, the deals closed before the world wakes up. Michael Jordan didn't become a legend by showing up for games. He became unstoppable by practicing when the stadium was empty. Now let me tell you about the most dangerous addiction of all: approval. The need to be liked. The fear of standing out. The desperation to fit in. It's the reason most dreams die. Because no one ever changed the world by following the crowd. Steve Jobs wore the same black turtleneck every day. Einstein never combed his hair. Van Gogh sold one painting in his lifetime. They didn't care about being understood. They cared about being great. So here's your choice. You can spend your life seeking applause. Or you can build something that outlives you. And when the doubt comes, and it will, remember this. Every master was once a disaster. Every winner was once a beginner. Every legend was once laughed at. But they kept going. Not because they were fearless, but because they refused to let fear decide their fate. Now, look in the mirror. That's your competition. That's your opponent. That's the only person you need to outsmart. So what will you do? The clock is ticking.